Here's 10 upcoming indie games that you have probably never heard of. I want to make this a little game, so keep track of how many you know and don't know and tell me your score down below in the comments. It'll start easy with ones that you're more likely to know and then move on to the harder ones that I don't think anyone knows about. For those worrying, none of these were in the III initiative. If you don't know what that is, it's a ton of new indie games for you to look at, so I'll link that in the description down below and you can go check that out after this video. Without any more stuff, let's get into it. First up, and the one most of you are likely to know, Tiny Glade. This cozy building game is exactly that, a cozy building game. There's no real objective in this game, you just make a structure that you want to make in the area it gives you. You can take as long or as little time as you want and just relax. It also functions as an ASMR game, I mean just listen to this sound. This game looks super cute. Even though it's not really my style, I'm at least very excited to see some of the fun time lapses of this game if I myself don't play it. But it's expected to release in the third quarter of 2024, so kind of close on Steam, and you can currently wishlist it. And then in the exact opposite direction, we have Crowsworn. Crowsworn is a Metroidvania. Think of games like Hollow Knight. This footage is from the Fighting Cowboys YouTube channel, and I'll link the full video in the description if you want to go watch that. I usually struggle to actually buy and pick up these games, but once I do, I just can't stop playing them. This game has been in development for at least 3 years with over $1 million Canadian in backing on Kickstarter. I really like the theme they're going for here. I think plague masks look really cool for character design, and the dark mood of the set design really works together to bring a sinister feeling forward. I absolutely love games with very tough boss fights, so I'm personally very excited for this one. Its expected release date is in 2024, so again, kinda soon. But that's really all the information I have for you. But don't worry, if you're more of a game with friends kind of gamer, have no fear. Up next, Jumpship. Now, this game I'm super excited for. I know I've said that a lot and kind of say it more, but it's just true. Now, it's been described as Sea of Thieves plus FTL plus Left 4 Dead. It's essentially a 4-player co-op game similar to Sea of Thieves, where you all man your ship and do objectives together. You fight enemy waves at certain objectives, which I believe is where the Left 4 Dead part comes in. And then the criminally underplayed game FTL comes in with a mini-game with power allocation of your ship. By the way, if you like turn-based roguelites, I highly recommend FTL, it's on Steam. Anyway, this game looks like a ton of fun with friends. The trailer looks a little clunky, but in some of the other videos I've seen of it, it looks a lot smoother, so I expect them to kind of hammer that out by the end of the development cycle. Anyway, it's expected to release this year, late 2024. Now, maybe you want to go back in time, you don't really want the space stuff. How about to the beginning of evolution? In comes Adapt. This game is a lot like the 2008 hit classic Spore, where you start in the cell stage of your species and grow and evolve all the way to the space age, which I know is, I just said that didn't happen, but anyway, the developer has said that Spore was their main inspiration for their game. You essentially start as a small life form and try to evolve your species into a life form that will survive and continue to live and reproduce. There's no telling how good or bad this game will be, but as someone who played Spore numerous times, I am excited for this game. There's no confirmed release date, however there is a demo that you can play right now on Steam, so go give that a try if you're interested. Maybe you wanted to go back in time, but not that far back in time. If you like fighting games, this might be for you. Die by the Blade. Die by the Blade is a bit of a lie. This game's actually available now on Steam, however when I planned this video, it was not out yet. However, a lot of people compare this game to Bushido Blade. The premise is that it's a fighting game with Japanese-style weapons, but you die in one hit. There are parries and dodges and other basic fighting game mechanics to keep those interested that are looking for that. And I was looking forward to this game, and I still am, but currently the reviews are mixed, stating that the game just needs more work before it's ready. The reason I didn't want to remove this game from the list is because the devs have replied to a lot of the reviews with very good communication, which I believe is the start of a good indie game. Hopefully they smooth out the game and it becomes something special. This game is available on Steam right now, $20. Now, I actually didn't know where to put this next game on the list because I've seen it on Twitter, so I don't really know how many people have actually seen it. It's called Battlesage. No, I'm not talking about Valorant. Now, this video is from 3 years ago, but personally, I would buy this today. The main difference of this game than the others is you can casually fly around. I've always loved flight in video games ever since Just Cause 3. I have been chasing that high of the wingsuit, and this might be it. The developer said that this is their dream flying game, and I'm inclined to believe them. I, like many others, have patiently waited for a Superman game, but that just isn't gonna happen, I guess. You can wishlist this game on Steam, but its expected release date is June 2025. Which is rather far away, but it's so cool that I just had to mention it. Next, with a similar art style and freedom, we move to Overthrown. This game is self-described as a bingo bongo city builder. You and up to 5 friends can work together to build a city. One of the most notable features that you can pick up trees and throw them at the sawmill to collect them, and spin your sword around so fast that you fly like a helicopter. Certainly, it's nowhere near the flight of the previous game, but it still is something. Another feature I almost forgot to mention is you can also pick up the sawmill and just run through trees to cut them down as well. This just looks like a pretty good time, and I bet with friends it's even better. This game does not have a release date, and honestly it's kind of hard to find info on this. Most of it's through like TikTok and Twitter, but if you want to follow it, you can follow the developer Twitter or X. I will link them down below. Now, following the fun with friends theme, we move to something that just looks like an amazing party game, Flex Riders. This game is a party racing game where you get items and upgrades and fight your way to first place. By the way, this game and the last game are mostly advertised on phone-dominated platforms, which is why the aspect ratio is the way that it is. Anyway, this game looks like loads of fun, and the dev has confirmed that it will be coming to Steam, and I will be buying it. There is no official release date right now, but just look at this game. I think it speaks for itself. Now, we're on to the last two, and I truly think that no one will know these, so do let me know if you're one of the rare few that actually already did. First up, we have also, sorry if I mispronounced this because I'm gonna, the Hexadome Aristeia Showdown. This game is a lot different than the others that I've listed. It's a turn-based hex-tile hero fighter sports game. I think the footage explains a little more of what's going on, but I am a fan of turn-based strategy games. I think the quality of this game looks like it deserves some more attention. I'm reminded of the Fire Emblem series from this, though admittedly I've never actually played that series, I've just seen a lot of it. This may not be for everyone, but I'm sure some of you will really want this. You can wishlist it on Steam, and its expected release date is this summer, which is pretty close. And last but not least, Drake. Not the artist, certainly, after recent events. No, I'm talking about a space western game. It's a top-down, which I know is not a lot of people's style, but the gameplay itself looks interesting. Truthfully, I don't know a ton about this game, but from what I've seen, it has potential in its area. I think the trailer speaks more for it than I will, so I'll just let that play out in the background. So, how many did you know before the video started? Which ones are you looking forward to? I think a lot of these games look like loads of fun, and I'm super excited to play them. Let me know what you think down below. If you want more content on indie games, just let me know and I'll make it. See ya!